Howdy, howdy everyone, Chris here. We're back in the garage today. I'm repairing an extreme scratch on this Toyota Tundra. The scratch we're repairing today is this scratch on this door and cab corner. Now typically in a body shop, you'd have to sand this out. You would end up painting this entire door. You'd have to paint this cab corner. You'd have to slide the bed back. A lot of work. So what we're gonna do today is I've got a process to repair this. Hopefully this is gonna come out perfectly. I want to show you the process I use to repair this scratch with the least amount of effort and cost to you. So hopefully this will help you if you have a scratch like this on your vehicle. The first step is to clean this surface. I'm using isopropyl alcohol. You can use wax and grease remover or even just soap and water. Next, we want to wet sand the scratch in the surrounding area. For this, I'm going to use a piece of 2000 grit wet dry sandpaper. This is made by 3M. 2000 grit is a pretty fine sandpaper that can be buffed out easily. And what we want to accomplish here is we just want to soften those edges of that scratch. We're not going to go crazy on it. We're not trying to sand these scratches out, but we want to prepare the surface to touch it up with paint and clear coat. So I'll wet it down. I'll hold it flat against the panel. Now I'm not sanding directly on that body line. I just want to lightly sand over that body line. We don't want to burn through any paint or anything of that nature. We just want to prepare the surface for touch-up, soften the edge of the chip, and we'll be prepared to touch this up. I'll wipe it dry before we apply our touch-up paint. You will need to acquire some touch-up paint for your vehicle. I had mine mixed up at my local O'Reilly's to the factory formula. A lot of times you can purchase these touch-up paints in a paint pen, and those come in really handy. Next, I'll go ahead and apply the first coat of paint to these chipped areas. So we're going to touch up all the chipped areas, even those little fine scratches. I'm going to run some paint in those because you want to fill those scratches with paint. And then what we'll do is let this flash off and dry for about 10 to 15 minutes until it's totally dry. It may take up to 30. And then we'll wet sand it again with the 2000 grit sandpaper. You can use a heat gun or a blow dryer to speed up the drying process and get this ready to sand. Don't be too concerned if it's not pretty and it seems a little bit rough, because now we're going to apply our 2000 grit sandpaper and we're going to wet sand it smooth. Now you don't want to go crazy. You don't want to remove all the paint from the chip. We just want to flatten it out a little bit and then we'll apply another coat of paint. Here's a good look at it. After the first coat of paint, it's still a little bit transparent, so we need to apply another coat of paint and then smooth it out with a 2000 grit sandpaper. I'll apply another coat of paint. We'll put a little heat on it to help it dry, and then we'll wet sand it with the 2000 grit sandpaper to smooth it out a little bit before we add our clear coat. Here's a good look at it after we've applied our second coat of paint and wet sanded it out. And now we're ready for some clear coat. Now I've mixed up some automotive clear coat. This is 2K urethane clear, and this is the key because it's going to harden over that surface. It's going to seal it. It's going to protect it from rust and give it that smooth, shiny finish that your OEM paint has. Now you may not have automotive paint in your garage, but you can purchase some in a 2K aerosol spray can, Spray Max clear coat like this. Now, I'm going to leave a link in the description if you need this clear coat, but what I would do is spray a little bit in a cup, and then you can use a touch-up brush to touch up the chip. I'll use this small paint applicator to apply the clear coat, and I'll leave links to all the tools and products I use in the description. We're just going to touch up the chip, and it doesn't matter if we go outside that chip. In fact, we want to go a little outside that chip. That's why we wet sanded this before we started touching it up. It's going to promote adhesion of that clear coat. So we're going to wet sand this again and smooth out this clear coat so it looks like an OEM finish. You might want to wait overnight before you wet sand it. Now I'm applying a little bit of heat and I've got some quick drying clear. So now I'm going to wet sand it again with the 2000 grit sandpaper. Now we want it to be smooth. Now I only put one coat of clear. You may want to put two. So now we're going to polish it out. I've got a little buffer here, and you'll need a buffer, or you can do it by hand, but it's a lot easier with a buffer if you can borrow one or if you have one at home. And we're going to polish out these scratches. We're just using a little bit of CSI compound. This is a fine compound, and these 2000 grit scratches will buff out pretty easy. It just takes me a few minutes here of buffing, and then we'll wipe it clean and we'll take a look at the finished results. I estimate this repair will cost you about $50 to $60, depending if you have a buffer or not, or if you want to hand buff it. But check out the finished product. It's a beautiful looking repair. It's not absolutely perfect, but it's a great DIY at-home repair. And if you want to learn more about DIY repairs, check out one of these videos now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Garage Noise.